So Dana White comes out on Thanksgiving Day and drops some fight announcements. I have it written down here because I have to remember all of them. So UFC 324 is going to be in January, near the end of January, January 21st, 24th, I believe. And it's going to be UFC 324. And then the week straight after that is going to be UFC 325, which is crazy. We've never had like back-to-back pay-per-views since I think UFC 267 and then UFC 268. I'm pretty sure Jan Blachowicz versus Glover Teixeira, and then a Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington fight card when there was like 3 fucking title fights. But shit, this is amazing. I got all the fights written down here. So starting with the first banger fight that's being announced, Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett. It's going to be on UFC 324 in January, the first Paramount card ever. So it looks like they're going to come out with a big bang with this in the main event. And then also, back-to-back pay-per-views. Fucking, they're doing fucking twists and turns on that shit for fucking Paramount. Holy shit. 2 back-to-back pay-per-views, bro. They're fucking, I don't know, doing tricks on it. But that's going to be the main event. And then the co-main event is going to be Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes. So the rumors are true. Amanda Nunes is coming out of her fucking casket. And she's going to fight Kayla Harrison to save the bantamweight division and then probably retire again. So that's going to be in the co-main event. And then I believe that Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva is also, I think that's going to be its own main event in a fight night, which would be pretty awesome, honestly. That's a fucking banger fight night main event. But it looks like Waldo Cortez Jr. is going to come back and fight once again versus Derek Lewis. So obviously they gave Derek Lewis a paycheck to take this fight. Waldo Cortez Jr. has been knocking out these fucking heavyweights, Ante DeLiha, Jamil Gaziev, and then now he's going to fight Derek Lewis, and maybe he might knock him out. He probably won't even knock him out. He probably like punch him, and then Derek Lewis will act like he's knocked out, and then we'll call it a TKO. You know, like they always fucking do. And then we got Alexa Grasso versus Rhodes Namajunas, whatever. And then we got. Let me fucking hold up. Let me mention this. So Dana White's over here on his fucking LG camera, recording these fight announcements and putting just no fucking effort for it. I honestly should have screen recorded it. You wouldn't even have known the fucking Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong got announced if you weren't paying full attention to that shit. He announces it like he's fucking, it's a task for him, like it's a fucking chore. So he's like, so we got Justin Gaethje, Paddy Pimblett, Malley versus Dong, Allen versus Silva, Waldo versus Lewis. Like, doesn't even fucking... What happened to the old fucking fight announcements where we'd have some, like, a fucking video of the person knocking someone out, showing their highlights in the background? Now we just got this guy recording from a fucking... I gotta get a new phone. My fucking storage keeps making me stop these videos every single time. But I was in the flow. Dana White on some bullshit. Always just, like, no enthusiasm with these fight announcements. I don't even work for the company. I'm more hyped than him. But then... For UFC 325, we have Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes. So the rumors are true. They're going to run it back already. Diego Lopes, I guess they want him to knock out Volkanovski. I'm stumped on who I think wins that fight. Because the first fight was pretty close. It was like, it could have been 4-1 if you can argue 4-1. But it was really 3-2 in my opinion. And... You know, if you give Diego Lopes another 25 minutes and then he already knows how technical Volkanovski is, I'm honestly kind of leaning towards Diego Lopes after his Gene Silva performance, because Volkanovski's not Gene Silva. So Gene Silva, he looked like a contender. He looked like the title contender in that fight, but his IQ and his retardness kind of made him lose that fight. You know, just going in constantly with no defense. It was working for a good amount of time, but then, you know, he got caught by that spinning elbow. But I don't know if you could notice, but there's something off here. I don't know if I forgot to mention this, but Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett is going to be for an interim title fight, and Ilia Topuria announced that he's going to take a break for the first quarter of 2025, and he's not going to fight. So. He's apparently the Saryukian versus Topuria fight's not happening at all, because Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett is going to be for an interim fight, and then Dana White said that the winner of that is going to fight Topuria when he comes back. So, Saryukian, you just got fucked. Good example, Dana White. The only good thing about this is we're making an example for these fighters not to take too much time off and then expect a title fight coming back. But But he just bro, this fucking shit, the storage. I need to get a new phone just to record these fucking videos. What the fuck was I even saying, man? Oh, fucking Saryukian, making an example out of these UFC fighters, but Saryukian did just demolish Hooker in 2 rounds, so it's not like we're dealing with Shavkat Rakhmonov here. So I don't understand why you would wait till he dominates Dan Hooker and beats him in 2 rounds and shows why he's a threat to Ilia Topuria for then you to announce Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett. Now, the only way this is good is that if Paddy Pimblett dominates Justin Gaethje and looks as much of a threat as Arman did. So, if they're taking a big gamble, if Paddy Pimblett beats Justin Gaethje in a fashion that he did like he did against Michael Chandler, then we got a super fight on our fucking hands, and I can't wait for that. I think Paddy Pimblett can beat Justin Gaethje and beat him pretty easily and make a statement so he can be next for the title, and then it looks like it's fair, and no one really gives a fuck about Arman. So, honestly, UFC's kind of playing chess here. The matchmakers they're making predictions, or they're putting investments in Paddy Pimblett. They want him to win and beat the fuck out of Justin Gaethje, so then they can get a super fight with Ilia Topuria. And they basically said, fuck Arman Saryukian. So, I don't know what he's going to do. Maybe it's no, not the Oliveira rematch. Who is there for him, man? Oh, yeah, it was Justin Gaethje, Paddy Pimblett, Arman Saryukian. Ilia Topuria was supposed to take on Arman Saryukian. This Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett fight was supposed to be fucking made months ago, and now it's being made in January because Paddy Pimblett's a fat fuck, and he can't stay in good shape outside of camp. But I'm not opposed to it, man. I'm not opposed to it. Let's see if Paddy Pimblett can get a good performance, and if he can, fuck Arman Saryukian. We don't give a fuck about him. He doesn't have to fight Ilia Topuria. I mean, that's a good matchup to see who's better in legacy wise, but I'm talking about super fights, man. Paddy Pimblett's going to talk his shit, and Ilia Topuria is also going to talk his shit, as we know. He talks a bunch of shit. So, I don't know what's going on with his family, though. He did do a tweet talking about how he wants to take out the first quarter of 2025. So, maybe it's just just divorce issues with his wife, because he said, I want to take care of my children, and I don't know. Maybe he's in a custody battle. I don't know. Maybe John Anik will announce it when he fights next time. But, yeah, that's really all there is. Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva. Hopefully that's a fight night. That'd be a nice fight night. Gene Silva and Diego Lopes getting back and around the same time. These fuckers just don't give a fuck. I get a bunch of brain damage and you can come back right away. Yeah, Harrison versus Nunes as a co-main event on 324 under an interim belt. I'm good. I'm with that. I'm with a woman's undisputed title being under an interim title of a men's lightweight division. I'm with that. That's also a pretty good bantamweight fight. So, O'Malley versus Dong. Once again, Dana White just basically brushed past it. His, Sean O'Malley, his star boy, hangs out with them and the Nelk boys, and doesn't give a fuck to announce his next fight. I believe this is UFC 324, by the way. Oh, I forgot to mention Umar Nurmagomedov. This is what I didn't write down. Umar Nurmagomedov versus Deiveson Figueiredo is also going to be on UFC 325. So, Umar Nurmagomedov, this is good. This is history, man. These fighters aren't going to have to get a title shot after one win. We're going to actually see them get back-to-back wins and then go for another title shot. Historic here. It's historic. We're not favoring people who sit out, and then we're also not favoring people who are only on one fight win streaks. The sport's healing. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. This is a good Thanksgiving to get some fight announcements. It's Dana White. Man, show some fucking enthusiasm. I don't know if you gotta fucking squeeze your balls or something so we can see a little fucking a shine in your eye, but I don't fucking know, man. Donald spoke.